I'm ready.
Alright, let's go, baby. It's another episode of the Lowkey
and Jooh Gatti podcast for y'all here today.
Let's go.
Today we have our homie T.
T-Bear.
Doing something over here in the background on his phone. He is going to be our guest for today's show.
Say what up to the folks, T.
Hey, what's up, people? How y'all doing?
So we about to get a game of 2K going on. It's gonna be Denver versus Boston. He won Boston and I'm wrong with Denver.
You win the rematch.
Yeah, we can go with the rematch.
All right.
Yeah. So what's up, T, man? What y'all want to talk about today, man? We gonna play some hoop on the 2K, and then we gonna have a couple conversations. I know I heard a topic y'all wanted to talk about earlier was
the ladies.
the ladies.
T brought it up. What do you have to say about the ladies, T?
About the ladies?
Yeah. What do you gotta say, bro?
I love the ladies. But the ladies get on my nerves. You know how it is. Can the purple, can the final.
Hey.
That's fair. That's fair.
Is he accepted for who she is or you leave the fuck alone?
True that.
You know she wanna know. We've been going about this shit forever.
Okay, let's start with what's your body count, T? Do you know?
I don't care.
How many women have you had the pleasure of making love to?
If I told you I had to kill you,
Well, you don't tell me, you said tell everybody else on the camera.
I had to kill them too.
Well, you heard it here, folks.
I'll probably say women I slept with. 7, 8.
Alright, so I feel like you're definitely lying. He's definitely capping on that.
Stop.
How you gonna tell me? Do you know one female I fuck? This one.
Nope.
Okay.
I have not.
I'm capping.
Alright, question for you, Lo. Same question.
Honestly, man, it's pretty low. Pretty low.
So you're keeping it low key? What's low to you?
3, 4.
Man, you guys both coming on here fucking cap. You're at 7, you're at 4.
So what you got it? What's yours, man? Huh?
Oh, bro, that's
Since you the lie detector.
that's classified information.
It's the lie detector.
Nah, yo, come on, man. You got to give up the goods too, playboy.
Shit, well, do I lie like you guys or?
Nah, just keep it. I
real.
mean, this your story, not ours.
I was keeping it 100.
I'll keep it a stack. I actually don't know the exact number, but if I was going to guess, I would estimate it somewhere in the upper 70s.
Upper 70s. Wow, you lucky your shit ain't turned into a mastic. If I burnt mastic and fall off. But you just one lucky motherfucker.
God's been very good to me.
Okay, we leave it there.
Been fortunate. So, a go-getter or a housewife?
What's your preferred?
Yeah. Starting with you, Gatti.
Shit, I think ideally I'd have like an artistic woman who like stays at home and like paints or something and then sells her stuff online. Not an OnlyFans model, but like someone who's actually an artist. But also I would come home, there'd be some delicious food made, or like the house isn't completely clean and my laundry's actually done. I mean, you might say that's kind of like misogynistic or whatever, but
Misogyny.
I mean, I think that's ideal. Who wouldn't want that? I'd like to do that for them too. Like, if I didn't have to work, that'd be pretty ideal too. If I could just stay at home, work on music, keep house clean, I'm with it.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Such a sweetheart.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Play with the dogs all day. I mean, it kind of sounds pretty sick. But I definitely want to make my own money. Like, I wouldn't want to be dependent on a woman to be the breadwinner.
That's crazy. Yo, you gotta be your own G.
That's what I'm saying.
That's rule number one. You know what I mean? Self-preservation.
That's why, like, ideally, be someone who can make their money from home while still doing all the other stuff.
Yeah.
And vice versa. I'd like to make dinner for them and have the house clean for them if they come home from doing something, you know? Like,
So you're looking at like family life.
oh, I mean, if I was gonna have a relationship, I would hope that it would be family based, you know? Like, that's supposed to be your partner, help you grow with, and make almost like a teammate at life, you know? They make your life better. That's why I'm not really in many relationships, because I don't see a lot of these women being able, at least the ones that I can acquire right now, making my life much better, you know? A lot of them add more stress.
Right.
What about you, though, Lo? What are your thoughts?
I'm old fashioned.
He's old fashioned.
Dang.
So you want them definitely making all the food and come home and you your bedroom?
God damn.
How many rebounds you gonna get, bro? Alright, what about you, T?
Me? I thought you knew. Shit, I'm a team player.
I mean, I might know it.
You know what I'm saying?
That don't mean that.
I'm a team player, you know what I'm saying? You know, we both can get money, then that's like a match made in heaven and everything else under the night. You know what I'm saying? You want to spend this bread? Come on, run this bread in too. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave all that shit on me. I've been doing that shit too damn long. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say how I rape you. You know what I'm saying? For, you know, for your capital like that and nothing, but, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't play me. Play this shit.
Alright. Would you guys get prenups before you get married, or would you just send it? For me, it really depends. Like, unless the woman I'm with is like hella ballin' or her family's like a lot of money, I probably wouldn't be so eager to get a prenup if I'm being real. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you divorce me and then I get rich off of it, cool. But if I'm gonna be priority capital gain winner, then I definitely want a prenup. I want to have a relationship for 2 years and then they just one day decide, I don't want to be together anymore, and then they divorce you and then they get half your estate. Like, that doesn't sound right.
That's what's got me
Sucking
shit.
fucking
There's something like
shit.
that out there.
There's 100%.
Yeah, this is a gut your ass nigga.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so what's up? Try to get this dialogue popping.
What do you guys think about online dating?
You asking?
What do you think about online dating? Like,
What I think about online dating?
yeah.
I mean, it's a lead vehicle to get to meet somebody, to know somebody, or even do what you want to do, pretty much. As far as me, online dating, I tried that shit. I met a couple good people.
Fucking trash.
Yeah, I mean, you know, probably got catfish to time. You know what I'm saying? But
I think we all have a catfish story.
I don't really fuck with it too much now, you know what I'm saying? Because this shit crazy now. But everybody's weird. You know what I'm saying? Bitches, niggas. You know what I mean? I let not people. You know, I'm going back to the old way, meeting somebody, you know, from the strip, you know, bumping into him or something.
I think that's definitely the preferred method. Like, I don't feel like I've ever had any like actual meaningful interaction with someone off of a dating website.
I think I had a lot of fun.
I have.
Yeah.
My
I
brother
had a lot
has.
of fun.
he's still dating a girl that he met off of Tinder like 3 or 4 years ago, and she's cool. I like her. She's
I
definitely
mean,
fan.
you got some good apples, you got some bad apples on either side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta expect that.
Wow.
With no expectations.
Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like online dating is really just like fishing. You know, you're like casting out your net, hoping that you get one that isn't actually the catfish. You know what I'm saying?
You got blood or something, yo? With your papers? You want something up, Lowkey?
Bro, I got both my hands being occupied right now.
You could put that on pause.
We streaming, T-Bear.
Huh?
We streaming the game.
Oh. Shit. My bad.
I mean, I don't know what's happening to your offense, bro. It's 23-3. It's a Joe kick. That's 21. You want to restart?
We get another team.
Alright, we're gonna try again with a different team. You gotta quit. Wait, not rematch. No, not rematch. Quit. There you go.
Now you got me.
I might have some in my room. There's a rolling tray. There might be like a package joints in there.
You're not gonna get one.
This guy.
It's still streaming?
That game is still streaming. The one I missed is the one for the video games is not. Is it raining all of a sudden? What's that thing about Florida? It'll be like really warm, great weather, and then it'll like rain really hard for like 10, 15 minutes.
No, this is beautiful, man. I ain't never seen nothing like it anywhere else. Continuously.
So I'm definitely the 2K champion, even though he would tell you I was trash.
It is trash.
Who what champion?
I'm the NBA 2K champion of our friend group, for sure.
NBA 2K champion. Fuck is all this shit going?
You fan up there? In the match? Alright, let's see how
Please, man, low.
So, if you could have multiple wives, would you do it?
You can have multiple wives. I mean, it depends on who's with it.
True.
If all parties agree, right?
If all parties agree. If all the parties don't agree, it just depends on you. Is your pimp dick long enough? You know what I mean? Is it strong enough? You know, do you really got what it takes? From
You
the
play the
inside out?
Clippers? Interesting choice. I mean, personally, I've been in a
The
relationship.
Clippers.
I've been in a relationship where it was me and 2 other women, and they were like best friends, and it was honestly pretty freaking rad during that time period. You know, like they kind of like balance and check each other out. It was like having double the amount of friends and companionship and perspective. You know what I mean? Because like I think one of the most beautiful things about women is their perspective's different, so you get to learn a lot from them. And so, you know, 2 that you're constantly around, it was definitely a good experience.
It definitely depends on who the bitches is because
Yeah, that's also a good point. Those were
man, look, I be like,
a
her
cooler
shit
body
is
line.
burnt up. She got the gout.
Ooh, here's a good question. How many dates do you think it should be until you get some play?
How many days you think it's what? See, you know, that depends. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can date and don't get no play because you simply don't want it. You know, you just like, oh shit, anything for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, you date. One time you like, I'm gonna miss bitch to the cross. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? And handle that. You know, it could be, you know, maybe she like trying to portray the shit good girl, some type of church joint, and she want her husband married all this. And you may date her 3 times, maybe 4 times, next thing you know. You know what I mean? All up in the spot, you know what I'm saying? Putting dick on the back, you know what I mean? And she tripping.
Yeah, I mean, those are all valid answers.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. Shit is
He's
real.
lived some life. That's the T with T.
Oh, Lord.
What do you think, bro? You're not having many responses, just lost to the 2K.
This shit's thicker than a block.
Alright, another good question. What is the most important quality to you guys about a woman?
Most important quality. Well, it has to be more than one thing. Absolutely. Pretty much though, the way she carries herself. You know, the way she walks, the way she talks, the way she stands. You know, then you know what I'm saying, maybe the way she touches, the way she kisses. You know, maybe with something it'd be like, you know, the way she sucks my dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't wait to see this bitch again.
For sure, for sure. I think for me it'd be like the self-respect that they have and the mental capacity they have to like intellectually connect with me. Because I call it like the couch method, right? Like if I could be on the opposite side of the couch, not touching them, just conversating with them and like having a good time with that, that's like the most important thing to me. Because at the end of the day, like looks and whatnot is gonna fade.
Yeah, people always say that, but it'd be some bitches that be older, young, be looking good as fuck.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I want to be attracted to whoever I'm with. That's like what gets them in the door. Like, if they're attractive to me, then I'll walk up to them and want to know who they are, right? But if I'm gonna continue wanting to see them and interacting with them, I gotta like enjoy when I'm not looking at them. Like, I gotta be able to enjoy when I'm not looking at them, just talking to them. Like the connection mentally and like spiritually. That's important to me.
Oh, you're such a hopeless romantic.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm hopeless.
Hopeful?
Yeah.
How you want to put it? You know? Lonely in my heart, lonely is the day.
I mean, it comes few and far between where I actually have those connections, but they do happen.
Yeah, I mean, you know. Yeah, I know.
Those are the ones that when you eventually lose them hurt the most, though.
Hurt?
Oh yeah.
What does hurt feel like? Like for you, what is your definition of pain and separation from a woman that you really did?
Kind of more like numb and empty. And then I start getting kind of like, I'll hit away where I'm like, let's just escape this moment. Like I remember this one time I had a breakup, I smoked so much dab. Like I went and bought out like ounces of dab, and I went through it so quick.
That's crazy. And you know, I feel that. Like, I don't know, like, it's like, okay, you know, it was good while it lasted. I had fun with her. Yeah, I mean, now she going. Oh well. You know? Like, I don't know, emotionally type shit. I ain't even getting that type shit. You know what I mean? All that negative emotion and motherfuckers going through shit, you know what I mean? Sweating at night, crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just don't really open myself up to it very much. You know, I got like a lot of tests that I have to do before I can even consider it.
Yeah, so, you know, I don't understand that level.
Sure, someone else did.
I'm sure.
There's
You know,
gotta be a fault of that listener out there.
you know, you got motherfuckers who, you know, who little sensitive. I ain't gonna say I ain't got a heart, you know what I mean? But
I think I'm just one of those people who's like hyper aware, and so like I feel everything at a very high level. Like happiness, I feel at a really high level, but the same thing with like sadness and what comes with that. You know what I mean?
sadness when it comes with what?
When it comes and like anger, like when I get angry, I really feel the anger. When I get sad, I really feel the sadness. When I get happy, which is how I am the majority of the time, I feel really happy. Like I'm really happy with my life, and I'm
So
content.
it's like you're really in tune with your emotions.
Absolutely. I think the fact that I'm a recording artist really helps me settle those out too. Like in the past, I would go and disappear with like smoking weed or drinking or acid or Molly or like any substance, right? There's something to like take your mind off whatever you're doing. Or I'd watch movies or. But I found the best release is literally just music. Like you can feel an emotion, you just put it in, you just scream it, sing it. You know, whatever you're feeling, you put that into the microphone.
Yeah, I mean, you're a different kind of guy than me, definitely. You know, I mean, but I respect that. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what you do. That's how you feel. Yeah, that's kind of right. You know, there's all kinds of people in this world. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm just not him. You know, I mean, I'm cool and everything, but for the shit that don't even matter, I don't even give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling motherfuckers, let me let motherfuckers rent space in their head with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
For real.
Yeah, I feel like as I get older, I become more like closed off to do it, for sure. But I always try to reopen my heart to stuff like that, because I know deep down that's what my real desires are.
Yeah, that's not true. I mean, you do what you feel best for you.
Absolutely. I also really trust my gut. Like if my gut tells me to do something, it might not make sense logically, but I'm gonna still do it. I think that's some spiritual stuff like outside of you, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's some other shit. You know, I was telling this lady the other day, I said, you know, it's crazy because like, I never been in love. She's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, dead ass, I've never been in love. You know, I may have thought I loved somebody.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? You know, like on the more type tip, like, you know, may feel more protective or, you know, some shit, you know, a little more closeness type shit. But like in love, like, I don't even understand that type of emotion.
That's crazy. I definitely haven't felt that emotion for a couple of years. But
And don't let me bitches out there think I could counsel you with your bullshit anyway.
so do you guys like grow up playing sports at all? Or like have any like teachers or mentors? Like people that just like made a huge impact on like the way you think and on your life. And like what was something that stuck with you, they said.
Alright, no.
Say what?
Bro, you gotta get your head out of the game into the podcast.
But I can do both.
Clearly not, bro.
Don't watch me. Watch the game.
Bro, I'm winning the game while having full-on conversation when you've not spoken very much the entire time.
You know, when I see something I want to speak on, I'll speak on it.
So have you played like any sports or like had any coaches or like teachers in your life that had like a big like impact on the way you think or like things you do, and like what were some of those things that they taught you? You know what I mean? Like help the listeners out. Like you got wisdom passed down.
No.
You got no wisdom. You didn't know.
No, I had no teachers that inspired me or whatever that question was. You jumping all over questions. The question was, did I have a teacher or somebody
All right.
that inspired me? And the answer is no. I had no teacher that left a print on me that made me want to be anything in life.
You know?
It was all based on my upcoming and upbringing.
Hey, so the
One from
teacher for you was life.
One from the teachers didn't teach.
Crazy shit was I was bad as fuck, but I had good ass grades. You know, I was horrible, you know what I'm saying, you know, with the shit I did, but, you know, the education was, you know, that shit was up to par, way beyond, as a matter of fact. Any influences? The only influence I really ever had to push me forward was myself. You know what I'm saying? I believed in myself more than I believed in anything else. And that's what propelled me to all my levels.
So T, I love me some me, huh?
What? Yeah, self-love, motherfucker, never lie. I'm telling you.
Self-love is definitely important.
Yeah, so, you know, I support myself, treat myself with the utmost. I mean, you know, maybe one day I'll meet a woman that just, you know what I'm saying, you know, put me on to something, you know what I mean? You know, show me something, say, you know, let me see you be the queen you is, without all that brown garbage bag shit.
Ooh, here's a good question. Do you guys think the world is better or worse off for social media?
Worse. I mean, I guess it depends on which platforms you get with, like, that's a boring question.
Alright, let's say Instagram then.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, let's just social media then. Like, not like YouTube or Twitch, like not like streaming services, but like things that you have to see like people on since like middle school. Like I know that I started having an Instagram at like middle school. It was just like the thing to do.
You know about, what's that one shit was called, yo? What's that one shit was called, Lowkey?
MySpace.
MySpace.
That was the start of it all, right? MySpace kind of got turned into Facebook and then just blew up from there.
My daughter was on MySpace, yo. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I feel like the world is definitely worse off for it. I feel like connections are way less real. But I also feel like there's a lot more business opportunities with it. So there's kind of like a double-edged sword with it. Do you have an opinion, Lo?
Don't call me Lowkey for nothing, man.
Alright. You're like Marshawn Lynch, bro. I'm just here to get fine. I'm just here to play the game.
That's it.
Alright, if you guys could be with any celebrities in a threesome, who would you choose?
That's a shitty question.
I mean, I'm trying to throw out questions that are less like big
Why don't you
deal.
go first?
Alright, I would go with Madison Klein and Doja Cat.
Yeah, see, I don't know all that.
Doja Cat is a pop star and Madison Klein is an actress on a TV show called Outer Banks.
You be lusting over those hoes.
those are like straight up art pieces, bro. Straight up art pieces. Also, they just seem like they'd have really fun energy to be around. You guys don't have any, no opinions?
Yo.
My opinion is I don't think it's a good question to answer.
Wow.
My future wife might not appreciate that.
My future wife's gonna be like, I agree, I'd hit.
So what's the next question?
What am I do? Okay, I'll ask. Should I ask controversial questions? You don't like my superficial questions? You
No, the
prefer-
superficial is the bullshit.
You want deeper questions?
Real shit. You know what I mean?
Okay. Do you believe in anything, like creator-wise, like religion-wise? Me, I believe in Jesus Christ.
Is that what they call you, Jooh? Jooh.
My ethnicity is Jewish.
Oh.
That's why they call me
Are
Jew.
you a Christian?
I am a Christian.
Protestant, Buddhism, with a Baptist, agnostic.
I don't know. Well, definitely not agnostic. I don't know how to put it. I like to read the Bible and I like to pray.
That's fair.
I don't really like going into congregations of churches
That's
because I
fair.
feel like a lot of the people in the churches aren't actually like there to make Christ known. I've been in churches where it is correct, and I learned a lot from them. But then I felt like I was like needing to go by myself. But I've also been to churches where you walk in there and the pastor is super negative and like trying to like convince people to believe in Christianity instead of like just preaching what the word is, answering questions. Like I don't think there should be scare tactics into believing. It should be like I believe in faith over fear.
Cool.
I've also seen a lot of the light and the dark in this life. Like especially being in the music industry, like I've been asked to sell my soul on multiple occasions. I've never
How much
done
do
it.
they
I
offer
never
you
will.
for?
The whole shebang, money, fortune, fame.
So how much exactly is the whole shebang?
What is the whole shebang? Yeah.
Like your deepest, like my deepest desire is just to be like
Hell yeah.
winning Grammys, performing at the Super Bowl, making albums every year, having all the money you could ever dream of.
That's
Security.
right.
I was offered all that, any woman you could think of, like
Wow.
muscly.
So was this like a person, an email, a
dream?
text?
I've had in my head voices come in. I've had videos on YouTube randomly pop up, and I've had an actual person get possessed by a demon.
So you believe you could have physically made a transaction and been successful and rich by now, but it would have came at the cost of your soul, is what you're saying?
Yeah, 100%. Could have done it. I've also been asked by the Freemasons to join them
So why'd you turn it down?
because I think there's definitely life after this. Like if I can see a demon, I've seen angels. There's definitely a right and a wrong. I'd rather work hard, have to go through years where maybe I don't have it where I want to be, or maybe I never reach where I'm going to be. But at the end of the day, when I die, I can die knowing I didn't do that. I think that's way more valuable than any sort of clout or fame or moment with a woman who you think's hot.
So you accepted Jesus Christ as your personal savior?
Absolutely.
Would you like to do it again today? Sure, I know y'all. If I was on the podcast with y'all, we had some bugged out conversations.
You are on the podcast with us.
I'm talking about
We are
like,
having
a
a
continuous
podcast
joint.
conversation.
I know the people y'all would love me.
Y'all want to have more T-Bear back? Let's get some likes, baby.
You definitely could be when you come on the show more often than not.
I can make a couple guest appearances here and there, and I'm doing easy too.
I'm saying. Yo, what's funny is, so I posted the first video on my Facebook last night, and a friend of mine, his name's Logan, he commented that I should have T on the show, meaning Trent, because he obviously doesn't know you. But we got the other T on the show.
Oh yeah, you got the other deal.
Asking you'll receive, right?
This T right here, y'all motherfuckers, this shit is the real deal. Play it if you want. Let me see that light, bro.
By the way, I'm up 48-20 or 42-28 right now.
42. I like it. So you wanna set that 360 up in the crib tonight?
Yeah.
We got some guest appearances. Lowkey.
We just make it happen.
Tonight I'll be working at the club.
You? What's the club you working at?
I'm not gonna say what club I'm working at.
Charlotte's. You work in Charlotte's.
Bro, you trying to get me killed?
You got caught up in Charlotte's web, my nigga.
I was just giving my address, bro.
999 9th Street, 9th City, 9th State, 999.
I live in the moment. That's my address.
Alright. Yeah, I did. 11 to 25.
Oh, I never answered the question that I
Man,
gave you.
shit, man.
So like the one about the mentor thing, I definitely had some mentors growing up. Like I had a wrestling coach. His name was Denny. He basically taught me how to never give up and just like have determination. Like another one. Like do one more. Like that sort of mentality is just kind of like ingrained in me from a young age for that. And then I had another teacher who really helped me like understand like initiative. And he asked this question to the whole classroom. I think every teacher should tell this to any classroom, but tell the kids who's in charge of your learning. And you'll watch as like 45% of them hold up their hands and say you are. But the teacher's not in charge of your education. He was like, no, you guys are stupid. He's like, I'll give you all the help and the tasks that I can if you come to me. He's like, but if you don't have the drive or the motivation to go out and learn, if you end up stupid, that's on you. I can't make you learn. You have to have the desire and want to do it. Otherwise, it's just going to be in one ear out the other.
Yo, Coach Carter.
I like that movie.
Come on, man. You guys stuck with the questions?
Am I just the only one asking questions here?
Pretty much.
This is your podcast.
It is low key because you kind of podcast.
Okay. Alright, I can get better. I can ask questions. When you guys were little, what did you want to be when you grew up?
You know, I had this fantasy in my head that I was going to be an engineer. You know, real shit.
Engineer.
Yeah, build shit. You know, I've always been to the build shit together. You know what I'm saying? He's a creative shit. So, but as the years went on, and life started facing me, you hear that? That shit was just a dream. You know, that shit wasn't. You know what I'm saying? That shit became paper or die. And every day I'm still here.
Some real shit. Finally, you aren't capping. I was playing. What about you, Lowkey?
Man, once upon a time.
Once.
This is a very dramatic pause.
I know.
Yeah. Like that, low key.
That ringtone's crazy, bro.
I can hear that shit through the crib. Hello? Yes, sir. Okay. What happened? Okay. That one.
Alright, so you're not answering my question.
That's a cool time.
What's up?
What's your favorite thing about Tampa?
What do you think?
Favorite thing about Tampa? My favorite thing about Tampa is the weather.
The weather? The weather here is really nice. I don't think you could really ask for better weather.
And my second favorite thing in Tampa is the weather.
Your first and second are the weather. What is this persona you're putting on?
What are you talking about?
You want me to be honest?
Yeah, I wouldn't ask a question to have a dishonest answer. That doesn't make any sense.
Not necessarily.
I mean, unless I'm in a courtroom and I did something wrong. Like,
So what was the question?
what's your favorite thing about living in Tampa or being in Tampa?
Tampa? Oh shit. Tampa, that's easy. Tampa laid back to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like Florida period, but Tampa, it got a different kind of vibe. Different kind of black folk. You know what I'm saying? Different type of atmosphere. You know, so fuck with it.
That's what's up.
What's your favorite thing about Tampa?
Honestly, for me, it's just been the people I've been around. Like, the weather's really nice too, but I just feel like I've been around a lot of genuine people.
The weather's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, but I mean, for me, having like really nice weather, but not having like the people who I can fuck with to share it with, it would be kind of like, it would just be a place. But I think there is definitely a lot of fun and cool energy here as well.
Yeah, you can find what you want, Tampa.
Pretty decent food here too, that I've found so far.
Mm-hmm.
There's this one place called Amps Barbecue. I had it one time, and it was probably some of the best food I've ever had. I'm not from the South, so like some good old South cooking wasn't. Guys, 21 yet? I did.
Oh, okay. What is it doing?
Okay.
Fuck!
What age did you guys start smoking weed? And what got you to do it?
I remember that shit. It's like back in fucking 84.
You just give up?
Yeah, it's time you 21, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Back in 85, I was about 12 years old.
You also want to keep beating the dead horse? I mean, let me know.
You want to rematch this, or you want to
Give
even
me
do
an
it?
opportunity.
Yeah, my first time smoking, I was laughing. Now I can't stop laughing.
Oh, I don't know if I have enough time actually to do another game. I gotta be at work 7:30.
He sucks.
I have beaten him over and over again, so I mean it makes sense that he wouldn't like playing me.
He's just trash, that's all.
Good. Nice.
So you were 12. That's what's up. I was 14. It was the first day of Christmas break, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start Christmas break having fun. And I got so high, like I actually thought, like, so the next day I still felt high, and I was like calling my homie. I was like, is this permanent?
I just couldn't stop laughing, though. By the time I got to the crib, I had to straighten up, though. My mom and dad was home. I'll be like,
boop, boop, boop.
That shit was crazy. I wouldn't lay my ass down.
So how does it feel to be trash at 2K?
I wouldn't know. I'd have to hold up a mirror so you could ask yourself.
But then after you put the mirror down, you're still stuck with the question. Like, how does it feel to be trash at 2K?
I can only imagine what it'd be like, because I'm like top tier. I'm the champ.
So did you know you was gonna be trash all along, or did you just
Bro, I 21'd you the last 5
end up
games
at
we
trash?
played.
Did you just end up trash, or you always knew you'd be trash?
You always been a poor loser.
So when you lose, like, do it make you feel good?
When I lose, on the very rare occasions where I lose, it kind of excites me actually, because I get to come up with another strategy to beat whoever beat me. It's few and far between. So it's kind of exciting, kind of adds a nice little addition of energy to the game for me. It's more competitive versus just 21ing people. You know, like it feels good on my ego a little bit when I keep getting all these wins, but like I kind of like more of a challenge.
Alright, so you play.
I just wish that you could win, so you could know how good it felt to win. Also,
I beat you multiple times.
not the past 2 months.
You sure about that?
I mean, month and a half.
You sure about that?
It's been a minute. It's been a long minute. Many games. I gotta be up like at least 25 games in a row right now.
Honestly, T-Bear, like, I don't really play games like that, man. You know, like he dedicated. Like one time, he took like 100 shots. Like I probably still ain't shot the ball 100 times, and I done played plenty games. So like maybe I might just need to just practice like him and stop trying to beat this guy when he's just great at practicing, and that's all he does.
Here's the thing. I've one time practiced for 30 minutes, and it was because when you buy the game for 2K23, there's a loading screen menu where the game's still downloading, but you can shoot the basketball on an open court. And so I did that for like a half hour waiting for the game to download. And I was green beaming like every single shot. So then when I get into the actual gameplay and I'm taking these shots, I green beam most of them.
So
It's just muscle memory.
So T, like if you know you're nice, you don't gotta say it, right?
Yeah, nah.
I mean, if someone calls you trash after you just whooped them, what do you say?
I'd be like, yo, how do you think I ain't gonna play with some bullshit like that?
No, for a person that just hopped up on the stick, like,
Hopped up on the stick, like.
yeah, I don't really play games, so you know.
Oh yeah, it's a rap game. I don't know nothing about none of that shit.
That's new to me.
I
Feel me?
don't even try fucking
Bro,
with shit.
we've played over 50 games.
I don't know about that. Nah, I disagree. Because if we played over 50 games, I had to at least beat you 10 times.
I'd say you beat me 5
If you
times.
play 50, at least 10.
I'd say you beat me
Brother,
5.
he when I first met him, he was like, yo, I never lost in 2K.
It's true, he
I'm
beat
the
me
best.
5 times.
So I'm thinking like he had a past career playing this game and like studying and dissecting the game.
I don't have a past career. I used to do my player if you count that career.
So how did you ever come up with the conclusion that you one of the best at the game and you never lost if you never played before?
Well, I've played like probably
Uh-oh.
before coming here, probably like 60 games.
I like these kind of questions.
Probably been like 60 games, but mostly my player
Just
games.
60?
Yeah,
So how many did you lose?
1.
So you picked up the stick and you just was naturally good at the game.
Well, I didn't start by I didn't start by playing people when I started. I started by playing against computers because I didn't have any friends.
So you pick up the 2K and you lose one game and then after that you went 59.
No, actually, I had won like 59 and then I lost like the 60th. It was against Cody Thompson too. He beat me by 1 point, and it was like I missed the game-winning shot.
So
He played good defense on me.
it sounds like
I missed it.
it was on pro.
I'm sure some games were on pro, probably the majority of them.
Yeah, see that don't count. Yeah. There's levels. There's levels to this thing, man. There's levels. I only play on Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I mean, I don't play on Hall of Fame now.
And a couple of my losses came on pro, and I didn't know.
But we were both playing pro.
Yeah, but you can get away with fouling a lot. And the way I play, I don't foul. So if a person foul a lot, they're going to get the edge because I don't foul. I play clean defense.
We can play again when I get off work or tomorrow.
That's all I wanted to put out there, that you got extensive hours and research on this game.
And if there's any
And
viewers
I just
out
picked
there,
it up, so
if there's any
you know,
viewers out there who want to get sauced, reach out to me and we can make it happen.
Want to get sauce? What does that mean?
What does it mean to get? It means it be.
bro, you gotta get caught up on some lingo, man.
Yeah, you know me, man. I'm in my own world, yo. You know that about that. Which is a pretty nice world.
What time is it?
7 o'clock.
7. Alright, probably should wrap it up. Well, that was today's episode of the Lowkey Jooh Gatti's podcast. Thank you to everyone who visited. Shout out to our homie T here who came and visited the show today. Should be a recurring guest is what I'm assuming will be happening.
Yep.
And as always, love yourself and have a good day.
And stay low key, baby.